when you give and serve and live from a place of true authenticity with no strings attached, without trying to be enough or be liked or accepted, that is where your true self lies. That is what the world needs you to be, and that's who you need you to be. Your job is to be yourself, your true authentic self. That's what it is to live in true integrity. That's the version of you that you and others will benefit from the most. Do you ever feel like you've worked so hard to make other people happy? You've followed all the rules, but then you just feel resentful and maybe unfulfilled, or like you just don't even know who you are and what you want? In this video, I'm going to explain why we people please and how it doesn't make us a good person, how it's actually not even good for the people in our lives, and how it's holding you back from being your true self, your authentic self, and what to do instead. People pleasing comes from a perspective of wanting to fit in, wanting to be liked, to not displease others, to not be judged. And people pleasing comes from what we've learned from society about what it is to be a good person, and how sacrificing ourselves and doing what we think other people want us to do equates to being a good person, and that that's what we should do. So we've learned all these ways that we should turn ourselves inside out to do what we think others want us to do in order to be enough and feel good enough. But what if the discontentment, the sense of unfulfillment, the resentment that people pleasing leads to, what if that is pointing us to a new perspective? What if people pleasing isn't what's best for you or others? And that's because people pleasing is holding you back from being your true authentic self. And that's the version of you that the world and the people around you need you to be. In my own life, I've lived in both ways. I really know what it is to act and live from a place that didn't feel true to me. And I've also learned how to follow my heart and follow my calling. And that has allowed me to do work that's deeply fulfilling, and that has been able to help so many people. At the moment, I am in Greece, and Greece is somewhere that I have wanted to come for my whole life. Travel is so important to me, and it's one of the ways in which I have followed my heart, followed my truth and my joy, and done something that lights me up. And that leads to beautiful things for me and for others. Being your true self, I'm not going to say it's easy. It does take courage. But on the other side of the discomfort that you might feel about stepping into doing things that light you up, that feel true and authentic for you, expressing yourself in ways that feels like you, instead of tying yourself in knots to be something for someone else, there is absolute fulfillment on the other side of that discomfort. I promise you, it's worth it. Are there things that you would love to be doing creatively, or in some form of expression, or in any way that you feel you are not being true to yourself? I want you to know that your highest calling, your most important job here in the world, in your life, is to be you, to be your true self. So stop believing that people pleasing is going to make you happy, that people pleasing is what you're meant to do, or that makes you a good person. You're already a good person. Your job is to be you. I'm not saying it'll be easy. Internal resistance, fear, and even pushback from others who are so used to us being a certain way. All of those things are real. but I am saying it will be absolutely worth it. There is nothing like living in alignment with your true, authentic self. You do have the courage within you. This is who you're meant to be. This is who the world needs you to be. And remember that you can take little steps. You don't need to jump over the edge of the cliff into the void, taking huge risks. So little steps are powerful. I would love to know, is there something within you that you've been holding back? What is something that your heart and soul is calling you to do? Share in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.